Do you like the Greek gods and mythological creatures? Do you like chess? Into 3D printing? Well, you're in luck. On this adventure, we'll be making a Greek gods 3D printed chess set, piece by piece. And today, I'm making the Minotaur. Like all my 3D prints, this one's a prototype. The Minotaur was born out of lust and infidelity. His mother, Pasiphae, had an affair with a white bull, and his father, King Minos of Crete, held him captive in a labyrinth under the castle Knossos. I used MakeHuman to produce a very muscly dude. We'll export a rigged avatar and import to Blender. I've never modeled a bull before, and it can't be too difficult. Gotta pull out that face, widen his nose, give him a thick eyebrow. Man, he's ugly. But bulls aren't that ugly, they're kind of noble, so this is going to be a work in progress for now. Let's pose him. Looking at these black figure vases, it will give us an idea for the pose, and I'm also going to give him an axe. Blender modeling is tricky at first, but once you get the hang of loop cuts and bevels, the forms take shape easily. Okay, now let's pose his upper body. This is an easy pose because you just have to do the basic rotations on the joints, but lining up the hands is tricky, so adding a cylinder as a guide is helpful. Okay, let's make some horns. Slide those on and a few more head adjustments. Now it's time for some covering. When I was in middle and high school, I played D&D at a friend's house a lot, and his older brother was an artist, and he made these heavy metal style paintings that were all dark and obsessive and intense, and he was a huge influence on me as a kid. By the time I got to college and grad school, I was studying art and art history, and the faculty really want you to love contemporary art and eschew anything that feels like fantasy. But for me, contemporary art always felt kind of boring. I love Baroque, Renaissance, and ancient art. And I'm going super simple because this raggy covering needs hair, and lots of it. And this part is fun. I'll select the hair particle generator, adjust the length, and now let's comb it down and make it all messy. Okay, now back to object mode and convert to a mesh. Then convert to curves, because why would it be easy? And bevel, and convert back to a mesh. Okay, 3D print break, we gotta inspect this thing, and I'm hoping to keep the triangle count under 1,000,000, and hairy meshes have lots of polys. So I'm gonna decimate this first. That'll reduce the poly count. Then I'll add a solidify modifier to fill the gaps. Okay, let's export an STL, and we're going to double check that there's not a gazillion non-manifold edges. Okay, great. Not too bad. We'll have to add some hair and a goatee. So I'm going to copy the body mesh and bisect it on top. Get rid of most of the mesh and make some more hair. And the same process for the goatee. Okay, now for some hooves. If you've ever been confused about how cows or horses or bulls have that extra leg, think of it more like a really long foot. And chop off his toesies, and then we'll make a hoof. And then time for some more hair. And I copy and pasted the same base piece for all of my chest pieces, and now just a couple of low poly rocks. ChatGPT can write a quick Python script to copy and paste. Nice. And I think this Minotaur is now ready to chop your head off.